think I'm recording. I don't know. What are you... Hello? Oh my god. My lane, bitch. Alrighty, so I talked about this morning, but I doubt I'd use the footage for it because it was morning, and I am not a very enthusiastic person in the morning. The topic that I wanted to talk about was, what bike should you start on? Now, a lot of people got a lot of different opinions on it, and basically what it comes down to is just a couple of things. That's it. You know, I mean, this is a 600. It's my first bike. If you respect the bike that you're riding and you realize it's got a lot of power and you take it slow and you don't push yourself and do something stupid, then by all means, get a 600. Or hell, if you've been riding for a little while, I wouldn't recommend getting a 1000 because I think that's a little bit too much power for anyone to really start out with. Ride what makes you comfortable. If you think you're comfortable on a 600 and you want to take that chance, then by all means, go right ahead. But take the time to learn the bike. You gotta respect your bike. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect its power. And that goes for all bikes, to be honest with you. But honestly, the bike you start on, that's gotta be up to you. If you get a bike that, you know, you don't like the way it feels, you think it's got too much power, that's all your decision. A lot of people like to make it about them, be like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, but realistically, you've got to make that decision for yourself. He has a puppy in his lap. That's so cute. So many people get themselves worked out about what other kind of bike that you got. Now, I'm not telling you, oh, I want to go so fast, I want to race, let me buy a 600 or let me buy a leader bike and I'm going to take it to the track the next day. No. You have to be realistic. I mean, if you've never been on a bike a day in your life and you're like, I'm going to go buy a 1000, please watch yourself. You can go get it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But don't sit there and think that you have skill when you don't. Because if you don't have that skill and it comes time to use that skill, you're going to be in trouble because you're not going to know how to handle the bike. You're not going to know what to do if something happens. If someone's going to make fun of you because you want to play it safe, then they're assholes. If you don't know what bike you should start on a 250. And here's why. They're massively cheap. 250s or 300s, massively cheap. Chances are someone got a starter bike or someone bought them for their girlfriend. Go on Craigslist, look it up, make sure it's in nice shape, and who knows, you could get like a 2012, 2013, 2014, all for like, you know, $2-3 grand, okay? If you're in the northern part when you get snow and stuff, then you're gonna have an off season. So you know what? Buy it during an off season, you'll save a ton of money. Like for me, I thought I was gonna get a Honda Rebel. I seriously thought that the only bike that I was gonna get was gonna be a Honda Rebel, and I just wanted something little to go around and really kind of find my way around a bike. I was gonna keep it for a while, and then if I wanted to, I was gonna move up to a Harley Night Rod. That's what I wanted to do. Now, those style of bikes are completely different than the style of bike I'm riding, which is a 1991 Kawasaki Ninja 600R. There's a reason for that. This bike cost me $1,000 on Craigslist. I wanted something that was going to be really quick on the throttle, was going to react quickly, was going to handle quickly, was going to not pull into my lane. I started on a 600. I think that a 600 is a decent place to start depending on your lifestyle and depending how realistic you're going to be about respecting the bike and respecting the power and just generally learning how to ride. And people thought that I was going to get a cruiser style, or not cruiser, but you know, the one where your feet are like that style. I took the course on a bike that was exactly like a Honda Rebel, and I thought it looked cool, and I was like, yeah, man. And you know what? I was not comfortable on it. After I passed and got my license, I came home, I took my bike out, and it was like second nature. So really, that's where my stance is. You know, you gotta be honest with yourself. And like I said, if you don't know where to start, worst comes to worst, you buy a 300 if you like it, hell, you've got a really good bike you can ride for a lot of years, and if you decide that you do want to upgrade, you'll know when you want to upgrade. You gotta find a bike for you. Don't go by what anyone else says. If someone's gonna make fun of you, then they're an asshole. That's how it goes. Just my best advice is don't buy a bike for anyone other than yourself. Oh, guys, just because it's a great way to end this video. Look at what my fucking bike did to the pavement. Look at it. It freaking, like, look at it. It broke the pavement. It's obviously not very awesome pavement. But on that note, as per usual, my adapter decided that it was not going to work with the camera, like at all. And at first I thought that it was the camera's port and that I was